Hi, welcome back to Couples Therapy Bites.
Where we serve up bite-sized pieces of psychological education to make your relationship even better. I'm Stephen.
I'm Erin.
And today we wanted to talk about a concept that I think is a bit odd to our culture. And that is that if you want to be independent and strong and self-made, all that kind of Western US kind of stuff, you actually need to be connected and interdependent on other people. And so this idea comes from a branch of psychology called object relations. And the fundamental principle is this. I say to myself, wow, Erin, she loves me. She thinks I'm great. She challenges me. She tells me when I make mistakes. She asks me to do new things, all that kind of stuff. And I get this sense of like, Erin's a really positive person in my life, and that helps me feel good about myself. So I take that thought of her and who she is, and it's kind of like I internalize her in my brain. And then that helps me be able to go out into the world with confidence because I know that I have the support of someone who loves me and cares for me. And so it's this idea of you have to be interconnected and interdependent in relationships to be able to be independent out there in the world. So, one of the ways this might work. Erin, am I a really socially adept, good people person when I meet new people and am around large crowds?
I do love Stephen, and that means we can be honest with one another. And Stephen, you are very socially adept. He is not comfortable in a large crowd. But are you good at it? Yes. Are you comfortable? No.
I'm very uncomfortable, and in fact, a bit socially awkward, and
no one knows that about him. You keep it.
Well, and this is one of the reasons why. So I know that after many moments of being less than socially adept, we might have come back to the house, and Erin might express to me, Stephen, you really were socially awkward today with so-and-so, and you need to work on that. Now,
that's probably kinder than I normally sound.
One of the things that's helpful about that is Erin and I, because she's someone who's a positive object in my life and because she's someone who can speak honestly with me about that, I take that information in. And it doesn't like ruin me and destroy me, but it actually builds me up because I know that Erin loves me and Erin cares for me and Erin's trying to help me. And so I have her voice, I have her, the feeling of what it's like to be with her when she's telling me these things, the feeling of her love with me. And so I really do try when I go out into new situations or new crowds, to do better, to be more aware and to be more socially attuned, to look people in the eye and say hello and to ask them questions and not to abruptly just turn around and walk away in the middle of a comment or to not act bored when they're talking.
To be perfectly clear, and I don't think you've said this, but there's nothing wrong with being shy or an introvert or... Not only is there nothing wrong with it, it's wonderful and beautiful. And in the same way that Stephen's saying he has internalized me, I internalize him in the same ways because he is so good at some of those things.
Right. Right. And so I can go into that room and I can think, okay, I can try something new with confidence on my own. So I can go to a conference or I can go to a party by myself and I can thrive and be an independent person because I have this relationship that helps support me, even if Erin's not there with me in the room. And so that's the idea that for us to be independent and to feel confident in ourselves and who we are, we actually need to be connected. And one of the best places for that to happen is with your partner. And so we're wondering, how have you internalized your partner in a positive way? How does your connection with your partner give you confidence to go out and be independent, to be that ruggedly independent person that we so love to talk about in this Western culture. How has that happened for you?
Tell us all about it. We want to hear.
Yep. And we'll see you next time.
Thanks so much.